Roger has 4 less than 6 times Pam. Jack has 3 times Pam. Ron has 19 more than Pam. So what is going to be our x? Pam is going to be the x. Alright, so we'll put that down. Now what about Roger? Roger has 4 less than 6 times Pam. So what's the expression going to be for Roger? 6x minus 4 is right. Then we will go to Jack. Jack has 3 times Pam. So what's Jack? 3x. And then Ron has 19 more than Pam. What's Ron? X plus 19, yes. So the rest of the problem, the sum of Pam and Roger is equal to the sum of Jack and Ron. The sum of Pam and Roger, here's Pam and here's Roger. So we can do x plus 6x minus 4. And that's equal to Jack and Roger, their sum. So that would be 3x plus x plus 19. On the left-hand side of this equation, how many x's do we have? You have 2 x terms. X plus 6x is what? 7x. On the right-hand side, 3x plus x is what? 4x. Now we can leave the 7x and move the 4x over, and then leave the 19 and move the minus 4 over. 7x minus 4x is 3x, and 19 plus 4 is going to be 23. So x equals 23 over 3. You can change that to a mixed number. 3 will go into 23 7 times with 2 left over. Who did we just find? Pam. Okay, so Pam has 7 2/3. So we will come up here and write 7 2/3. Now what's the rest of the problem? List the amount each person has in order from greatest to least. Okay, so let's go find Roger. We're going to have to put in the 7 2/3 for x. 7 2/3. Your calculator does fractions for you. So type in 7, hit the ABC button, and then 2, ABC button, and then 3. The ABC button is 3 buttons down from the top. It's under the degree button. Now you're going to have to multiply that by 6 and then subtract 4. How many does Roger have? 42. Now for Jack, you have to put in 7 2/3 and multiply it by 3. How many does Jack have? 23. And then 7 2/3 plus 19 is 26 2/3. The problem says to order these from greatest to least. So the greatest in here is which one? 42. What's the next one? 26 2/3. What's the next one? 23, and the last one is 7 2/3. John has 3 more than 5 times Joe. Jack has twice as many as Joe. Jerry has 12 more than Joe. So it looks like Joe is going to be the X. We're using Joe to describe everybody else. John is what we're looking at next. John has 3 more than 5 times Joe, so that's 5x plus 3. Jack has twice as many as Joe, so that's 2x. And then Jerry. Jerry has 12 more than Joe, so x plus 12. The sum of Joe and John is the same as the sum of Jack and Jerry. So Joe and John are here and here. That's x plus 5x plus 3 equals the sum of the other two, which is 2x plus x plus 12. On the left, you have x plus 5x, which is 6x. On the right, 2x plus x is 3x. Let's move the 3x to the left and the 3 to the right. That's going to give us 3x equals 9. So 9 is, or x is 9 divided by 3. X would have to be 3. That means Joe is 3. If I put a 3 in here for x, 3 times 5 is 15 plus 3 is 18. If I put a 3 in here, I'll get a 6, and a 3 there will give me a 15. How many do each have? And we've answered it. 3, 18, 6, and 15. Michelle has 12 more than Mary. Maggie has twice as many as Mary. Mark has 6 more than 4 times Mary. Clearly, Mary is going to be the X. So now we need to find Michelle. And Michelle has 12 more than Mary, so that's x plus 12. And Maggie is up next. Maggie has twice as many as Mary, so that's 2x. And Mark has 6 more than 4 times Mary, so that's 4x plus 6. Now the sum of Mark and Mary is what we're looking for. Here's Mark, and here's Mary. So that's x plus 4x plus 6, and that's equal to the sum of the other two, 2x plus x plus 12. So we have x plus 4x is 5x, and on the other side, 2x plus x is 3x. So 5x minus 3x equals 12 minus 6. That's 2x equals 6. X equals 6 divided by 2, which is 3. 3 represents the number that Mary had. So we'll come up here and put a 3. And we have to find out what the other ones have. If I put a 3 here, I'll get 15. If I put a 3 here, I get 6. And a 3 there is going to give me 18. 3, 15, 6, and 18. Bert has 2 more than 3 times Bob. Bill has 33 more than Bob. Betty has 9 more than 7 times Bob. So Bob is going to be the X. Bob equals X, and Bert is going to be 3x plus 2. Bill is up next, and he has 33 more than Bob. And then we have Betty. She has 9 more than 7 times Bob. The sum of Bert and Bill is what we need, 3x plus 2 plus x plus 33. And then add that to the sum of Bob and Betty, x plus 7x plus 9. So that's going to give me 4x plus 35 on the left, and then 8x plus 9 on the right. 4x minus 8x equals 9 minus 35. That's negative 4x equals 9 minus 35, which would be negative 26. Divide the negative 26 by the negative 4. You'll come out with a positive 26 over 4, which reduces down to 13 over 2, which is 6.5. So we know that Bob is 6.5. So to find Bert, I have to do 6.5 times 3 and then add 2. That should be 21.5. Bill is 39.5, and Betty is 7 times 6.5 plus 9. That's 54.5.